No, yes, I have questions. I just waiting for you to get situated.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Uh, did you have an outstanding Thanksgiving?
It was outstanding. I didn't eat too much, which felt great. I wasn't exhausted driving home because of the carb coma. So
Oh, you guys didn't cook?
I cooked my world famous stuffed mushrooms, and Michelle did her request of her requested sweet potato casserole, and we had fun with Lisa, Curtis, Miranda, Josh, his boy, and some new friends we met from Nashville.
Ah, well, very nice, very nice. Yes, I'm sorry it's so cold. It's nice. Well, it's starting to get a little colder here. But anyway, my daughter just messaged me that they are in London and about ready to board their flight to go come back to San Diego this afternoon.
Oh, how awesome.
So we are very excited to see them, especially Lola Beans. Okay, so here are my questions.
Okay.
Today's Black Friday.
Yes.
Yes. Oh, by the way, you look like a turkey this morning with your outfit. I just couldn't help me to, when you came on with the orange and black. Sorry, yeah, I'm a bit weird sometimes, but that's all good. Okay, so Black Friday. Okay, I have Black Friday blowout for my German business. I have that every Black Friday and
Yep.
every Cyber Monday. And I have a huge promo for my travel as well. And so, how would you best organize it? I mean, I already started posting yesterday. And I already did this morning. I sent out, the flash email to my students. But yeah, because I have two different ones. I mean, I want to get on live again. Should I talk about both of them the same live? Should I do two lives? What do you suggest is the best so I can get the most people uh, with this so I can cover the best way? That's my question to you. Oh, I can't hear you. I think you must have muted yourself.
No?
Oh, now I can.
Okay. So Black Friday is something everybody knows the term. So you have to ask the question, what is the definition of Black Friday? I'm going to go use it. I'm going to go leverage it. It's a time sensitive topic. What are
Very
most people thinking when they think of Black Friday?
sales,
Okay.
saving
And,
money.
and saving money on something they're going to use at some point in the year, right? Maybe it's going to be very recent, right? A lot of people do Black Friday specials on the membership price, right? Something that at another time of the year it would be wildly more expensive. So you
Yeah,
have to
that's
operate from that perception. People are believing that at some point in the year I'm going to buy this, and this would be a great time to take advantage of this discount of this Black Friday special. So if that's the case, traveling, it makes it pretty simple if you look at it and say, listen, if you plan to leave your driveway between now and next year this time, I've got a deal for you. Right? So
yeah, but this doesn't just have to do with travel. This also pertains to doing the business
uh,
with that one.
I get it. The,
Okay.
the the key is that one, if they plan on leaving their driveway, there's a huge potential savings. Somebody's like, well, I leave my driveway all the time. Remember, it's novelty. We've got to break the pattern of Black Friday specials because I know I didn't wake up at 3 o'clock this morning to go stand in line like we used to have to before the internet to
At
go get
Walmart?
to go to Sears, to go to a Black Friday doorbusters, whatever they were. I've never stood in one of those lines. I've never been excited to do it. I never wanted to do it. I've known a lot of people that have done it. So now everybody thinks it's digital, which it is. The majority of it is
Yes.
a digital land. So when you've got to break the pattern of what everybody assumes Black Friday is, And Black Friday is a big savings. For you, it's the language to get them to ask, how do you do that? That if you can get them to ask, how do you do that, you've broken the pattern. So one is if you plan on leaving your front door or your driveway, have I got a deal for you? Right? And then as far as doing the business, how many Black Fridays are going to pay you back every Friday going forward?
I'm not getting that.
So that's the business. How many Black Friday specials are going to pay you going forward every Friday?
But how do you mean how many Black
Well, that's
Friday?
the business. If you join me in business, I can show you how to get a paycheck every Friday.
Yeah, yes, you're right. We get paid every Friday.
Right. So
You remember that I didn't, so say that one more time.
well,
look, it's 4 o'clock here.
How many Black
morning.
Fridays
Yes.
are going to pay you every Friday, on every future Friday?
Okay, let me write that down because I certainly will not remember by the time I get off here. Okay, how many Fridays?
Black Fridays.
Oh, how
Right?
many?
You got to remember it's the Black Friday.
Oh, yes. I don't even know why it's called Black Friday. It's bizarre.
Because it's for retailers. Here's the behind.
Oh,
the story.
putting them in the black. Ah,
yes.
I got it.
Yep.
Oh, that's why it's called that. Well, this is the first time.
Most companies, I remember reading a report about Macy's and JCPenney and Sears. 47% of their business was done on Black Friday to the following Monday, this weekend. 47% of their business. So the whole rest of the year, they're just open waiting for this day, which is why they moved to Cyber Monday, Black Friday, Christmas in July, all of these specials. Yep. Everybody wants
early Black Friday.
Yep.
Yeah, I didn't do that yesterday, but I did that last year. Yeah. Okay, so how many Black Fridays? Oh my God, I'm so sorry.
How many Black Fridays will pay you every Friday coming, every
future Friday?
Every future Friday.
That's a really good one. Oh my God, your brain is just so mad, so awesome. We'll pay you every future. I can't even talk this morning. All right. All right. So, yes, this will go up. I will just post that.
Yep.
And would you also do that, or would you do that as a heading for your life?
Sure, absolutely. And then I would say as much as you could without telling them exactly what it is they need to buy. Don't say I've got a travel company and we have a business model. No. Say I've been given this gift to offer people a chance to participate in a Black Friday that can absolutely guaranteed, starting a week from today, start to generate income in your family. How do you do that? We need to sit down and have a 15-minute conversation.
I was waiting for you to say very well, but you actually switched it up. Yeah. Yes, that sounds very good. That sounds much more intriguing. But do you think that a lot of people will be very busy today? I mean, if they Black Friday shoppers, I have never
There'll be a lot of people busy every day.
Right.
See, when we start to, and this is for everybody, when we start to project how we think people are going to be, I'll be darned if people aren't that way. It's called law of attraction.
Yeah, you are very right. Yes. I even when I was sending out my my Black Friday emails this morning, the people that I put on the list, I'm like, I shouldn't make decisions for them just because they've never bought in the past or just because they just bought a package already.
Yep.
doesn't mean, if if the mindset is I'm going to continue on next year with this, you can save a lot of money.
Yep.
For my for my German, because they buy in literally hugely discounted gift certificates that they can use for themselves.
So, I know they don't typically have, but I'm sure they do in Germany. But I don't know if they use the English language Black Friday or they have a German phrase.
We
That's the
don't
same
have
thing.
any of that.
Then
No.
make it up. Make up your own in
Because
German.
yeah, we don't. Yeah, there's no Black Friday in
Yeah, but
German.
make it up. You get to now own Black Friday in German.
Schwarzer Freitag. Well,
Yeah, why not? If nobody's got it, talk about novelty. Schweizer Schwitzelneedle, right? Whatever it is, say you get to use it. What's your favorite color?
My favorite color?
Yeah.
White.
So did you say everybody's having Black Friday? I want a White Friday. And what's White Friday in German?
We already had that the other day. You remember you gave me the idea of Black Friday versus what was it? The one with the pit with the sunsets. Oh, I had
Okay.
sunset. Yeah, remember?
Yep.
Yeah. People seem to
But
like that.
but you get to call it, you get to create a name for it, just like they came up with this Black Friday name. You get to come up with a name for it in German.
But do you think
It's
it's
novelty. Nobody even needs to know what it is. You remembered what I don't even know what Black Friday is. Do you think everybody knows why Black Friday is Black Friday and they don't care as long as they're getting a deal? My point is that you get to create something very novel in your language that nobody's got. You stand out. Molly
what you doing?
barking because we have two sets of RVers and tenters and
Oh, you're kidding for Thanksgiving at
Mhm.
20 degrees?
Yep. Yep.
Oh, okay. Well, okay.
So yeah, you
So,
get to, and again, you don't have to, but I would. You've got an opportunity again in German, right? Because here's the thing: you could always do your White Friday sale any Friday you want. Doesn't have to be Black Friday associated with the day after Thanksgiving, or Green Friday, or Blue Friday, or Wonder or Black Tuesday, whatever it is you want. Cyber Thursday. If you set a when anybody hears, they go, that's I can get the German discount again. I get the German special. You want them to associate it with you and something only you have. That'd be a suggestion. See how it works. Test, 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 and then test
yes,
again.
sounds very okay. So I will do that. That sounds very unique.
Yep.
And okay, let's talk a little bit about more the other one, because that one is
So the business is
the business is huge,
yep,
because yeah, this is the time to build your entire team.
yep.
So
And so
how would you approach that? Because they just literally let us know yesterday. I don't know why a company would hold on to this so long, so you
well
cannot promote ahead of time.
because they don't want you waiting for all of the signups that happened before today to wait till today because they need to make money too.
Oh, you thought that you would be sandbagging.
Yes. Well, not thought. People people would, like you said, I need to promote. Don't get started now. Wait till then. And then most people don't wait till then. So it's a whole big thing. But yes, so
I see.
the big thing is that um launching a business, it's start your own Black Friday business.
Yeah. Because if you start today, you can actually promote at that same,
Yep.
yeah, you can immediately.
Yep.
Oh, this is very good. Hang on. Let me write that down too. All right, very good. Anything else you like to share with me out of that smart brain of yours?
That's all I got right now.
I can't believe that start. Own, start your own Black Friday business. Is
Yep.
that what you said?
Do you think companies make profit on Black Friday?
Huge profit.
Okay, so then my if I was doing a live, I'd say start your own Black Friday business. Do you think companies make a lot of money on these Fridays, on this Friday? What would it take for you to convert from having to be the one who spends the money to takes in the profit?
Mm.
Jim Rohn always said profits are better than wages.
Then what? I couldn't hear you.
Profits are better than wages.
Oh, yes, yes. I
So
agree
people
with
spend
him.
their wages, you have an opportunity for them to profit.
Ah, all right. Well, thank you. You have been very helpful this morning.
Outstanding. Love it, love it, love it.
I love it too. And I love you.
Love you. Happy Black Friday.
Oh, thank you to you too.
Who else? Thoughts, comments, questions, takeaways? How can I be of service? What question do you have? How can we help grow, expand, explode your business, create some DMP? What can I do to be of service? Going once. Going twice. Okay. Hope you all have an incredible, super duper Friday. And yeah, journal your thoughts, right? Get your DMP clear. Hopefully, you're working on that. This is a great weekend to do that. And if you're looking to start a business, if you're looking to inquire, people want to go where they know they can succeed. Does that make sense? So if you start asking success questions, what I mean by that is, hey, have you written out your goals for the year? How close did you get to your goals for this year? Start having conversations about goals, about success, because you want to find out, are these people in the right frame of mind? Are these people setting themselves up for success? Or are they setting themselves up for repetition? Because we get very good at repetition. That's how you learn a language. It's how you learn a skill. You repeat it, you repeat it, you repeat it, you repeat it, you repeat it. And if you talk to people who are broke, they've gotten very good at repetition. If you talk to people who are sad, they've gotten very good at repetition. Well, that's mean, Sean. They don't want to be sad. Well, I know they don't want to be, but they talk about they don't want to be forever. They don't want to be poor. They talk about not wanting to be poor, and it's their language. So they have this repetition. So you're looking for people who are curious about success, who have stumbled onto success, who have tripped into success, who have wanted to figure out some way to create some level of success so that they can change the way they look at things. The challenge is that after you have this wonderful, inspiring conversation with them, those patterns still exist. So you've got to ask them, how do you break patterns? How do you, when you want to do something new, what's the formula you use for it? Usually, most people, when you really get down to it, it's going to have to be pain and emotion, right? People who are broke, who say, I can't find any money, usually find the money, right? We use a very bad example of people who are addicted to drugs. They can find $50 a day. They can steal, rob, whatever it is. They will find $50 a day. It's a given. It's a given. Why do you think there's not a drug dealer out there having a Black Friday sales? How many people do you think who sell drugs are having a Black Friday sale? Hey, listen, get my pot at half off today. They don't need a Black Friday. Every day is Black Friday for them. Why? Because it's a highly highly addictive purchase. What are people buying in Black Friday? They are buying the right to brag, about the deal they got. And because Black Friday is everywhere, how do you think people feel if they don't take advantage of a Black Friday deal? Why do you think they have countdowns? 24 hours left. When the window closes tonight, you're done. It goes back to normal price. Ugh, I really don't need it, but I'm going to get it. How do you make your business model? How do you make your thing sound like that? The psychology has already been done for you. The programming has already been done for you. The planting the seed has already been done for you. It's already been done. You don't have to go create the psychology. You don't have to create the physiology. You don't have to create the emotional state. You don't have to create any of that. You don't have to be a category creator. The category has already been created, and it's called Black Friday. What do you think? What do you feel? How do you do? Why don't you do? Right? There's some things you won't do Black Fridays on. I don't even want to deal with it. I won't go do the 4 a.m. doorbusters. I won't do it. It's not even a, oh, well, come on. Not even, it's not even a, it's not only is it not on my dream list, it's on my I'd never want to do list. It's not on any list anywhere. So you got to ask yourself those questions and then have a conversation through it. There you go. Any last thoughts, comments, questions, takeaways? Take with yous. Okay, we'll be back on Monday.
Great day, Sean.
Yes, sir. Go ahead, Raj.
I have a take with me.
Okay.
The countdown part and the bragging, that was a very aha moment for me.
Right. And then when we do it, we wind up sharing it with people. Because we want to, again, you've heard me say this for decades, if you've been around me. And you've heard me say this for as long as you've been around me, however long you've been around me. And this is for everybody. People do things to brag. People do things to brag. Brag that they had how many people do you know complain? We call it complaining about something that didn't go right. That's bragging. It's bragging. We call it complaining. It's bragging. Oh, I had that happen to me too. If I had that happen to me too, if they say, oh yeah, I know what you mean. They are bragging that they have had the similar vibration, good or bad. Oh, I love birthdays. I love the surprise. I love sunsets. If somebody says, oh, I love sunsets too, they are bragging. Oh my God, I went to the car shop and they messed up everything. They're bragging. They're not complaining. This is bragging. And when you now call it what it is, oh, it's complaint. No, it's bragging. It's negative bragging. It's still bragging. It's people want to be a part of the community. So
very powerful stuff, Sean.
How do you give somebody a chance to brag? That's all. And if the bragging is too special, too unique, too out of the box, people will avoid it because they don't know how to tell the story. Why do you think we say in network marketing, go talk to your friends? Because they have your programming of your negative state. And you've now said, I've made a decision to change my life, to get healthier, to run a business, to learn about crypto, to learn about trading, to fill in the blank. Somebody's like, well, you're not one of those. You're not a healthy person. You're not a business person. You're not a side hustle person. Oh, I guess you're right. Okay. I quit. They don't have a story strong enough. Which is why if we use clarify, qualify, create expectation, CQCE formula, CQCE, clarify, qualify, create expectation. So what are you going to say when somebody tells you shouldn't do this? I literally ask them that. What's your story going to be when somebody says you're stupid? What do you mean? Well, somebody's going to say you're stupid for joining me in business. No, they're not. Pull this leg, I sing jingle bells. Yes, they are. What are you going to say? Well, I'll tell them how good it is and how the comp plan is and how they're not making it. No, I wouldn't do that. What's that phrase? You argue with an idiot, they'll bring you down to their level and beat you with their experience. I'm not saying your friend's an idiot. They are ignorant of all of the benefits, and all you're doing is touching on the surfaces, and you can't go deep on any of those things you said that are true. So therefore, you feel like you've lost the argument. Well, what do I say to them? Now that's a better question. So in the next 6 months, what do you have on your calendar to add more income into your life? Well, nothing. I just put something on my calendar. I don't know if it's going to work or not. I think it is. The company's got 10 years track success, 10 years track record, 2 years track record. My mentor's got 30 years track record, 5 years track record, a year track record, whatever it is. I'm not sure if it's going to work. I think it is. I know you're smart enough to see things that make sense. I saw this, it made sense. I'd love for you to take a look at it logically and say, and show me where it doesn't make sense. Just don't tell me that I'm not one of those people. I'm not asking you to join. I'm just asking you to look at it logically. Use the brains that I know you have.
Because they can think for themselves.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And here's the thing. If they're not even open to it, what do you think the chances are they'll see that it works? Well, yeah, I'll go look at it. For what? To tell me I'm wrong or to tell me I'm right? You don't have to do it either way. Are you afraid that I made a good choice and you won't see it? See what happens when you learn the power of questions?
Powerful.
When you understand that you really don't have to defend because you're defending an argument you don't want to be in. I don't defend arguments. How's that working for you? What do you mean? How's it working for you? If you get the answer to that, what's it going to do for you? Do you think you have an idiot friend? Meaning me. Do you think I'm an idiot?
Absolutely not.
No, I'm saying, but that's what I would say to this person.
Oh, okay.
Saying, right? Have I had any success at all in life? Well, yes. And how do you think I found that? Think it hit me on the head like an acorn? Or did I actually listen? This could be the biggest catastrophe ever. I don't think it is. I've had catastrophes and this doesn't look like one. When you can sit and just absolutely stay in state, stay in mind, stay in path, you guys become unstoppable. You let the littlest thing flap you. Well, you're an idiot. Birds of a feather flock together. Right? You just gotta understand. And when you get to this, people have just this capacity to want to stay stuck in their comfort zone. And when you realize that, imagine if you went to a land and everybody just spoke this language that you just didn't even understand. Like, I mean, I hear it's when I went to Portugal the first time and I knew Portuguese, but I'd never been in Portuguese land. And I'm like, man, it sounds like Spanish and German. What the hell is this? And then I realized that's Portuguese, that there is words in Spanish. And if you can figure out the Spanish, you can insert the word that sounds like German that you don't know what it is. I'm like, what the holy mackerel? So imagine when you go to this land of fear and doubt, which is called every place you are about to go today. And I want to be right instead of rich mindset. And you start to have conversations with people, you will find out quickly when you learn to, now it's translating into fear and doubt, addiction to approval, breaking the comfort zone. That's all when you know that that's what you're listening for now, you're going to hear it in every conversation. You'll even hear it in your own conversation. You'll hear it from your parents. You'll hear it from your brothers and sisters. You'll hear it from your cousins. You'll hear it from everybody. They are speaking addiction to approval, fear and doubt, and don't you leave this community.
Especially that last part.
Yep. Yep.
Oh, geez.
And when you understand that, you can now speak that language without having to stay there.
Okay.
And the conversations become less stressful. Do you really have to defend that you want more in life?
Right.
Where does it say? Where did you wake up this morning and the broadcast came over? Attention, now that you're awake, you're going to have to fight tooth and nail and defend what you want today. We are never said that. We say that to ourselves. As soon as we come to consciousness, we have to remember who we are. Where's my phone? Where's my bed? What time is it? Where am I at? What's the temperature? Oh, I remember who I am. I'm the person who's in pain, who's trying to get out of this comfort zone. And today I'm going to fight like hell so that I can stay stuck. Welcome to the Twilight Zone. There was a part of me when I understood the power of language, power of questions, where it was my life's goal to see how pissed off I could make you. That was that. Listen, nobody knows how mean I've been to be this nice. I used to do that. How's that working for you? Why would you want to do that? Don't you feel stupid doing that? Well, when are you going to get smart? I didn't have, I had zero answers, but boy, was I a dickosaurus. Just a jackass. And then I realized that doesn't help. Making you more ticked off literally wires it in. I said, I have to get better. I have to. And then I realized I get to. And then I realized I could. Kind of fun. Reason it comes so easy, oh my God, you make it sound so easy. The reason it sounds so easy is because you're the one doing the answers. That's why it's easy, because the answers come easy to you, not to me. I ask, you want better answers? Ask better questions. Just start asking questions all day. Ask questions of yourself. What's a good question? What's a question about this? Where you're at, you have a winter coat on. Ask a question. Why'd you put the winter coat on? Well, because I'm going to be in an environment that's cold. So how do you put on a financial jacket? Because people are going to be in an environment that's got poverty in it. How do you put on a financial jacket? What is it? I mean, start asking these kinds of questions. Why does a hood have a drawstring? Why does it have the hood strings? So that you can pull it tight when it gets really cold. You don't have it tight now. Well, so I teach people how to, when they get into an environment, how to pull the strings tight when they need it. You don't always need to have the strings tight. Yet I'll give you the skills and talents that when you need it, you can pull the strings tight on your success. Just start making up stories like that. You got gloves on. Why do you have gloves on? Why didn't the jacket come with gloves? Because it'd be kind of hard to put it on. Do you have, when you were little, did your mom ever have a string tied through to your gloves that when you had to put the glove on and they were actually hanging out of your jacket so you didn't lose them when you were little?
I actually didn't grow up in the cold.
Okay. Well, if you did, then a lot of us had that because we would lose gloves on the bus or leave them somewhere. They would literally tie a piece of yarn onto the string, sew it onto it, and thread it through up this sleeve and out this sleeve. And so your jackets hang on the end. I mean, your gloves hang out the end. So you never lose them because parents got tired of losing their gloves. So you didn't grow up in the cold. So how did you know to get a jacket?
The people I live with.
Why didn't you go to the cold and say, well, when I grew up, we never had those jackets, so I'm not buying one because I never had one when I was growing up. Why weren't you goofy enough to follow that logic? Because your environment was stronger than your logic. If I'm going to survive in this environment, I need to do something to protect my body. Yes?
Indeed.
So if you're going to live in this financial environment, don't you have to do something to protect your wallet? But you're still using your childhood belief in money that was given to you. This is for all of you. If you struggle with income right now, it's because you're using a belief that you won't let go of. Not, it ain't rocket surgery. So how do I change that? Did you write out your DMPs? Did you say 100 thank yous? Did you do your gratitude? Well, I've tried that and it didn't work because you didn't do it long enough. That works, period, end of story, full stop. Write out your DM. I don't care if it's a crappy DMP. I don't care if it's a crappy goal. Write it out, change your state, do your 10 blessings of gratitude and do 100 thank yous a day. If you just did those 3 things consistently for the next year, you'd be at 5 figures a day.
I bet. Okay.
Then why wouldn't you do it?
Exactly.
Why wouldn't any of you do it? Well, oh my God, because you won't give up what's not working. You are the only thing I can do is unwire your addiction to failure. That's why people want to fight. I'm taking your drug away. I'm taking your failure away. Do I have your permission to make you uncomfortable?
Yes.
So you've been coming here for how long?
And
what's changed? You've gotten smarter. You've gotten more educated. You're not doing the damn thing. You are wanting to do with the being that was. You've got to be somebody new. You've got to come up with a new story. You're not writing out your goals every day. I can tell. You're not writing them out every day. Well, I think about them. That ain't writing them out. You're not doing your gratitude blessings and you're not saying 100 thank yous a day. Some days you might, but I can pretty much guarantee you that those 3 things are not happening. If you did that trilogy, you wouldn't recognize where you're at in life by January 1st. The challenge is when you get to January 1st at this new level, that's where you need me. You don't need me to keep telling you to do the same thing over and over and over again. That's why people won't pay for mentorship, because you keep doing it every day. You keep doing it every day. And it's like, well, I'm not getting any farther. Why should I pay to not get any farther? Because until you get farther, that's where my success kicks in. That's where my support kicks in. That's where my help kicks in. You don't need me to get you to your next level. You need me once you get your next level to go, holy crap, I don't know what to do now. Where do I go? I've been here, but I've never been there. I've never been above this. So I'm just going to stay here. Why do you think they call it a glass ceiling? They don't call it a cement floor. They call it a glass ceiling. And women use this phrase all the time. I got to bust through the glass ceiling. Why? Because you can see where you want to go. And it's a ceiling that was there that you have to bust through. It's called personal undevelopment. It's for everybody, right? Every one of you have a ceiling that you're at right now. Glass, crystal, lead. Some people have a cement floor that they're bumping up against. They got to even get back to average. All of them are easily breakthroughable. I know that's not a word. That's the way you break through them is when you decide they're not there. Everybody's glass ceiling is self-imposed. The CEO is making $10 million, who makes $10 million, and the guy that was previous CEO was making $25 million. See, she's at a $10 million glass ceiling and says women don't get paid what men get paid in the workforce. Well, at $10 million, there's a lot of people who don't get paid that. So it's not a woman or man thing. At that level, we're all trying to compete, we're trying to compete for crumbs when the buffet of life is right there. Why are you fighting over crumbs? Why are you trying to exert so much energy to keep the things you don't even want? Because none of you want what you got. You want more, which means you don't want this. Yet you are so tied to this that you can't get more. You want to get to second base and you won't leave first. You won't take your foot off first base, but I'm safe here. Okay. And that's who you're dealing with. That's everybody you're about to go deal with. Won't let their foot off first base, but they keep telling you, I'm going to second. I'm going home. I'm gonna score you a lot of runs. Really? What does that look like? Well, I'm gonna go to second base. How are you gonna get to second? Well, I'm just gonna move. When you don't have to wait for the guy to hit the ball or pitch. You don't even have to steal second. It's open. Nobody's gonna tag you out, run into second. Yeah, but I don't know what's over there. Well, here's what's over there. Everything that's not on first base. I don't get it. I don't get it. Everything that's not here is over there. But I don't know what's over there. Well, you can't pick up first base and go to second. You just can't. It doesn't work that way. First base has got to stay here. Your current state of mind has to stay here. What's over there? The unknown. Here's the great news. God has given us a gift called free will thinking. And thinking is a vibrational pattern that you can literally put into the universe, and you can think what you want on second base. What do you want on second base? Oh, I don't know. And then we start limiting it. Well, if I could just get to $5,000 a month. Okay, $5,000 a month is over there. So is 5 million a month, but you just play too small. When you make the decision, it is so absolutely hysterical. It's literally hysterical how fast the universe will deliver to you exactly what you start to think about. 72 hours, you won't recognize it. You go do your gratitude, 10 blessings, write your DMP out. I don't care if it's 2 sentences, and count 100 thank yous a day. Monday, you'll be telling me you just won't believe what happened. Okay, I've done this 1,000 times. No, I won't believe what happened. Tell me what happened. Ooh. It's not that hard. I don't know why we make it so hard. I don't know why we refuse to do the steps to make it easier. Well, because nobody around me is doing that, and everybody says, oh, well, that's stupid. It is stupid. Do you think it's stupid to be rich? I'd love to. How many times have we heard people say, I want to be stupid rich? Yeah. I'm up for that. So there you go.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome. 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 Go stay warm.
About to get a workout in the daily.
Love it.
I'm grateful for you, Sean. I'm grateful for the family.
Anyone else? Last thoughts, comments, questions, takeaways? What's it take to do it? Discipline. Just start. Don't worry about where you've been. You can't go back and what is that phrase? You can't go back and make a brand new start, but you can start and make a brand new ending. I do that. You're going to go through the 4 phases, the fear of doing it, then the sadness of, oh my gosh. If I'd have done this 20 years ago, there's no telling where I'd be at now. The sky's the limit. Yes, exactly. Here's what I can tell you. 20 days from now, you could be saying the same thing. I should have started on the 20, whatever today is, the 26th or something. On the 28th. I should have started November 28th. Oh my gosh, I should have started then. Well, okay. Shoulda, coulda, woulda. I would pick any day you're at and start. Starting is a good point. Every moment is a good moment to start. And once you start, the second you start, comes the next second of, oh my gosh, what am I doing here? It does not stop the what am I doing here? That does not stop. You become comfortable with the unknown. Yet because you've focused on it, because you do your meditation, because you do your gratitudes, because you do your thank yous, you're in constant creation from the universe of more of what you want and less of what you don't. And what comes in the unknown is more of what you want in a better way than you ever wanted it, because the universe wants to surprise you. God wants to surprise you. And it comes to you bigger, better, faster than you ever thought possible. And you're like, wow, okay, I want more. Oh, it doesn't really work that way. My mentor would say, you're right. I'm rich. Let's move on. I would encourage you to begin to refuse to make it difficult. Refuse to make it difficult. Even if it's hard, refuse to make it difficult. Every signal, every utterance, every thought that you're having that's not spoken is more frequent than your consciously aware dialogue, which is why you stay stuck. I want to have this. I want to have it. I don't know why it's not happening, because of what's happening subconsciously, what you continue to allow to be programming in your life. It's not rocket surgery until you make it so. Well, I need another course. Not with writing out your blessings, your DMP, and 100 thank yous. Start with 100 thank yous. You will be amazed at what it takes to do 100 thank yous. Until, if you got to track, if you got to put a little tick mark, 100 tick marks a day, you'll want to shoot somebody. Oh, this is ridiculous. Your body will, you'll get discomfort. Who knows? You may be constipated. Who knows? You're going to get a knot in your stomach. You're going to get a headache like you had when you were a kid. Oh my God, my shoulder hasn't hurt from when I fell down and fell off the bicycle. That's what that feels. That's how wired in this stuff is. And when you decide, I'm going to just do 100 thank yous a day, that's going to be my focus from now until the end of the year. Be ready. Buckle up, Buttercup. You're about to have a fascinating dialogue with your body. Fascinating dialogue with your body. So much so that conversation, Chad Williams, hey brother. So much so that conversation is going to literally, you may need a new eye prescription by the time it's over. I'm just telling you, your body is so wired to stay stuck where you are. It's an identity crisis. Just saying 100 thank yous a day. You do that between now and the end of the year. Every day. Do not miss a day. If you miss a day, you got to start over. Do that for 30 days. 30 days every day. That's 100. That's 3,000 thank yous. Do you know how many lifetimes it takes somebody to get 3,000 thank yous out of them? Lifetimes. You're going to go do it in a month. You want to compress time? You want more of what you want in this lifetime, not the next? Start with thank yous. It's not, that's not going to work. Okay, you're right. I'm rich. Let's move on. It's the greatest, biggest secret ever. And it's right smack dab in front of you. Everything you want is as close as your skin. Everything you are seeking is seeking you. What you get today was seeking you yesterday, because that was the frequency you were in. There you go. Love you tons. Anyone else? Last thoughts, comments, questions, takeaways, ahas? What do you think, Debbie? You sleepy, big sleepy head. Okay. We'll see y'all on Monday. Monday. Hope you all having a great weekend. Be thankful. Enjoy your life. Find out what you woke up this morning for, right? People want to figure out, why am I here? Why are you now? Why are you here in this moment? Is it to have fun, to have misery, to be complaining, to be of joy? Period. You'll never be tired again. You'll never be sick again. You can never get rid of fear, anxiety, or knowing. Yeah, what happens is it's a new story. It's a story we tell ourselves, right? You see a lot of these things now with the vagus nerve, with people. There's technology that devices come on, the Pulsetto or whatever it is, and they work on the vagus nerve, right, through vibration. The best way to, and the reason that it's here in this area is the vibration, is because we can work on the vagus nerve by simply doing a vagus release by going, how many times when you finally let your mind free, let the fear evaporate to where you can now get into action and you make that sound. Sometimes it's just a little huff. It's where okay, I've now got to take action. I've now got to do the things. So yeah, Fear doesn't go away. We change the way we look at it. Wallace D. Waddle said it's not about doing certain things. It's about doing things in a certain way. And Wayne Dyer said, change the way you look at things, and the things you look at change. So what's fearful for you is not fearful for me. So is the thing fearful? Or what might be fearful for me is not fearful for you, right? Because you've been through it. It's not that fear exists. It's our interpretation of it. And when we say, wow, which part of me fears that? The old story, because it's a change, or the new story because it's going to allow me freedom? That's typically why fear shows up, because we've got to change our identity. So I can't see the name. Jay Nunez, thank you for showing up. That's awesome to have you here. I think this is the first time we met, and I love that you put up some dialogue. That's awesome. Thank you for publicly speaking, because that's what that is. That's courage. That's confidence. Even typing a chat is publicly speaking and putting your thoughts out there. And I love your thoughts. I love everybody when they share their thoughts. Why? Because now we can have a dialogue. It's not a monologue, right? This isn't me here to profess or have a conversation. It's to stimulate activity, because my words don't teach. Nobody's words teach. They give you a frequency, a vibration, and understanding that say, okay, I agree with that, or I understand that, or wow, that's a new perspective. I wonder if that'll help me have more of what I want if I take on a portion of that. So I love it. That what being brave. Yes. Well, you said the key word there, decision, right? Incision, cut in, decision, cut off. And when we make a decision, we have to cut off the old story. That's why there's the phrase, I think it's Mel Robbins who said it. To every third grader, a fourth grader is a hero. To every third grader, a fourth grader is a hero. And to every fourth grader, a fifth grader is a hero. And when we go from third grade to fourth grade, we become somebody new. We have to cut off being a third grader. And so when you make these decisions, and Jay, so I can only imagine the incredible benefit you bring into the universe with this simple dialogue that we're having. When I mean simple, 1, 2, 3 statements, you've told me a world of information about you, about how sometimes you may get, I don't want to say attacked, or doubted, confronted by this incredible frequency that you have and this mindset that you have, that people come to you for great ideas, and you share with them wisdom of your experiences, because you can't get this from a book. These are wisdoms of experience, not wisdoms of reading. You read them, understood them to get yourself through them. And yet when you share these wisdoms with people, it's sometimes an empty return because they don't take action. You're like, this would be so good for them. They asked a great question. Why aren't they moving themselves forward? Because they haven't made the decision to change their identity, to allow themselves to step into the freedom. And that's called addiction to approval. So I love it. Thanks for being here, Jay Nunez. Jay Nunez 7642. And so there you go. Love it, love it, love it. Y'all have a great Friday. Jay, if you ever want to reach out and have a dialogue, you can find me, send me a message here on YouTube, or Sean G. Murphy Now, and you can find me on most platforms. That's my handle. And we'll go have some fun. So, all right, everybody, I love you tons. I appreciate you. I'm your head brain training, brain scrambling. Help your identity have more of what you want, less of what you don't. Misfit. I'll see y'all where?
The
At the next
At
event.
the next event. Somebody give me some Costa Rica.
Pura vida.
Pura vida. We love you, Mark. And some Lydias.
Peace be with
Peace be with
us
us.
all.
Be with us all. And the queen of helping you have more of what you want and less of what you don't, with a new identity that's fit for you, just like the queen that she is, Jessie Lee Ward.
Boss
Boss
Lee.
Lee.
Boss Lee, we love you, girl. It was funny last night. We were getting ready to put all of the food together, getting ready to eat, and somebody hollered at me. There was probably 15 people there. And I think it was Michelle said, Sean, say something over the food. And I turned around and said a blessing, because we have multiple religious beliefs in the room. And so all of that went through my head. And in a second, I shared something, and I heard somebody lean over to my bride and say, how does he do that? She said, like he didn't offend anybody and didn't profess his faith. And So it was just fun that to be able to come up with all that because I practice, right? Every morning, I usually want to tell a story about Jesse Lee Ward linked to whatever the topic is that we have. You can practice that as well. So you're witnessing me practice in private so I can do things in public like that. So, and how about a little white fluffy? Gurgly, and happy holidays to you too as well, Jay. All right, everybody, we'll see you on Monday. Jay, we come back here every morning, 6 a.m. So I go live on YouTube, and if you want to jump into the Zoom, the links are there. I'll put that in the information as well. So love you tons. Y'all have a great day. Thanks, everybody. Bye for now.
Love you all. Have a
Love you
great
guys.
weekend, Sean. Thank you.
Thank you.
Guys,
Ciao.
thank you.